everyone, it's Lori. I have been just trying to get the lighting right because if it's not right, I look like an Oompa Loompa and I don't really look like that in real life. So I'm going to go over what I'm wearing on my face right now and I'll list everything below, and then I'm also going to go over my favorite foundations. Okay, the first thing that I'm wearing, I've always put on this now. It's the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion Plus. I didn't like the one that wasn't the plus, but I really like this. It's enough moisture for me, believe it or not. Sinks in, you don't have like a greasy feeling, but it gives me plenty of moisture, so I really love that. Then foundation, I'm wearing a new foundation, and I will go over this with you in detail when I get to the part of my foundations, but it's the MAC Mineralized Foundation. It's the cream one, the one that comes, I'll show you in the container like this. I'm an NC30, and comes like this, and then you can lift this part up and there's a little sponge in there. So we'll go over that. Then as bronzer, I'm wearing my NARS Casino. And this is a better color for me than the NARS Laguna. The NARS Laguna has a little bit, it looks muddy on me, and this has more of a reddish tone with some gold in it. For concealer, the Physicians Formula BB Cream, I'm really loving that. It's, this color is light medium. What else? No blush. I am wearing the Lorac Tantalizer Baked Bronzer as a blush. I wanted like a golden look today, so I have the little one, which will last me forever. And I'll show you. It looks like that. And I have that, you know, where you would normally put your blush. As highlighter, I have the MAC Whisper of Guilt, because again, going for the golden glowy look today. And that is that. And I have that here, and then down the center of my face. Eyes. First I put on the Bad to the Bronze Color Tattoo by Maybelline. It's this one right here. Put that all over my whole lid. Just the lid, not up to the eyebrow. Over that, I put, I want to make sure I got this all right, yeah. This is Rimmel's Scandalize, and the color is Bad Girl Bronze, and it's a pencil like that. Very, very creamy, as you can see. Blends out really, really nice, and I put that over the whole lid and blended it out, and didn't go up either, just my actual lid. In the crease, I used from the Naked Basics palette, I used Naked 2, which is this nice like taupey color. It's a good transition color. And then blended that out, and then at the top, Venus, which is the only like frosty color in that kit, and then also in the corner. And then to darken a little bit more, I used a lot of eyeshadow in this look, I'm telling you. Swiss Chocolate Matte by MAC. I love browns that have like a red undertone. And then to make it even just a little darker in the very outer, this is the Revlon Naturally Glamorous. It's like my favorite drugstore eyeshadow palette, and I'm already hitting pan on the color that I use the most, which is this. I also love this color as well, but yeah, so I put that in the very outer. And then what I did that was different this time is I lined with blue, like a deep navy blue. And this is as old as the hills. I actually hate it. It says it's a creamy eye pencil by Bobbi Brown in Midnight 3. This thing is not creamy at all. It like drags. It's really like hard to get a color, but that's it right there. And so I lined inside and outside, and then also underneath I took one of the browns and like went way underneath. So I'll show you up close. Then I put mascara. So you can see the highlight, and then that, it gets darker, and then the blue inside, and then even on the bottom, and then some of like one of the browns underneath. And then for lips, where is it? I use this Laura Mercier. It's peach glaze. Really a pretty bad color on its own, and I will show you. It's very, I don't know, it looks really bad on my lips on its own. That's it right there. But over it I used the foil by Revlon, and I'll show you over it. If you put the foil, it just adds a little bit of like golden, because the foil on its own in the camera, which I like to wear on its own, but in the camera it looked really white. That's it right there. But it's beautiful. So I'm pulling close to my lips. And then you can see here, I used this. It's also by Rimmel Scandalize in the color Nude. And it's really for the inside water line, but I use it right above. And then I leave it like that. No, I'm only kidding. I need my mirror. And then I take it and I kind of just pat it in, and it gives a nice, makes your upper lip look a little fuller. But I'm really into wearing, honestly, a clear gloss right now. My NYC. I love this stuff. Love it. Okay, so let's go over my favorite foundations, and I'm gonna go in, maybe I shouldn't go in order because honestly, I love all these. Last year I wore a lot of this, and this is the VIP Gold Collection Super Blemish BB, and it actually doesn't say blemish, it says Beblish. Okay, this is the one in the silver. There's one in a pink, and they have some other ones. This is by Skin 79. I got it off of Amazon for $9. And I think I'm kind of out of it because I'm like pushing and pushing and nothing's coming out. And this thing is like now stuck. Oh, there, just a little teeny bit came out. But it's very, very white. And look at that, yeah. So when I use this pretty much as like a primer. And then over it, I'll put the Laura Mercier mineral powder over it. But anyways, I like this as my favorite BB cream. I also love the Rachel K, but I used that all up. And I got that from Lisa D1. And a lot of people have said as reviews that it had a terrible like SPF smell. I didn't find that at all, and I really, really loved it. I loved it as much as this, but this is $9 and that one is in the 30s. I believe it's in the 30s, so you do the math. Okay, then other BB creams that I absolutely love that can be worn just alone as foundation are the Physicians Formula. I have the medium deep and the light medium. This one is really good when I have a tan, but when I have a tan, I don't wear foundation because this is really, really dark for me. I sometimes mix the two, But that's it right there. It doesn't really look that dark, but it is the medium light. I mean the light medium, sorry. And I'm not rubbing these in very much so that you can see really, really well what the consistency is. I prefer a lighter foundation, and then I like to darken up using bronzer and things like that. But I don't really like my freckles, which I have a lot of, and so I like to kind of hide a lot of them. But that's it blended in more, and you can see that BB cream has just a beautiful like finish to it. It has a glow. I absolutely adore it. I will always have this in my reach. So I always will buy that. I'm just wiping my hand off in between each one. Next foundation I also love is also by Physicians Formula, and it's the Super BB Powder in light medium. This has an SPF of 30. I love this so much that I got it back up because I was afraid. It was really hard to find for a while. I'm not sure. I know that like I was watching Glam Life Guru and she put this as a fail. She might have oily skin. Now you have to know, I have dry skin. I'm older, I'm 50 years old. I have some, you know, fine lines and crepiness and dryness. So I like something that will give me a dewy, glowy look. And this is the powder. And I'll sometimes wear this over this. It just depends on how my mood and how I feel that day. If I feel like I need like a powder over it, want to set it, and I'm doing something, you know, for the whole day that I'm going out and I really want it to last. Most of the time I don't put a powder over my whole face. I will spot powder with this, like around my chin area for a little extra coverage. Never under my eyes because I feel like my eyes are always very dry looking. And then the other, I will always have this also. Now, let me just tell you, all of these foundations I will always have. I will maybe add to them, but I will always have these foundations in my collection. The Laura Mercier Mineral Powder in Natural Beige. Now, again, Lisa D1 was saying that there's another color. She used to use Natural Beige, but now she's using another color that she really likes even more, and I'll have to go look and see what that is. I don't remember. But this powder is pretty amazing. There it is right there. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I'm going to put it on my hand. Why is it that when you film you always have like a hair in your mouth? I mean, I hardly have any hair. Where's this hair coming from? Okay, so this is the Laura Mercier powder. And can you see that almost looks like a highlighter? There is no glitter in it, but it has such a beautiful, radiant cast to it. And that is why I love it. And I can always tell instantly on the back of my very dry hand if something is gonna like settle into lines, and this does not. This is just gorgeous. I really love this powder. It's like the only powder that I love. That and the Physicians Formula BB. I shouldn't really put it in my favorites. It's not a favorite. I probably won't purchase it again, but I do like it a lot. It's the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder. The only reason I don't think of this as a favorite is because it does turn into a powder, and I don't like powders. But I like the consistency, I like how it goes on, I like how it feels once it's on your skin. It reminds me of the Armani, what's it called? Armani, the new one that's really thin with the eyedropper. That's it right there. As you can see, like, okay, see, this is the Laura Mercier, this is the L'Oreal. It's a powder. It's like turned into a powder. It has no luminescence to it, no glow. This does. I also like it because it reminds me of Ultima 2. Remember Ultima? They used to have a foundation that was like a liquid like this, that the powder settled to the bottom and the top had this oil which I loved, and it was this consistency. So this one is in this video because if I want just a little bit of coverage and I don't want to be able to even like feel anything on my face, I use it. Now, I saved my two favorites for last, and they are the Marc Jacobs, which I just got, and the MAC Mineralize Cream Foundation, which I literally just got yesterday. But this is this one. It's what I'm wearing today. It's my absolute favorite, but I'm gonna go over the Marc Jacobs first. So the Marc Jacobs comes in this beautiful glass bottle. It has a very nice pump. The color I wear is number 42 Golden Light. Shake it a little. It's not thick. It's actually rather watery. You can see it. It will run down my hand, which is fine. I really don't care. I either put it on with my fingers or I use a brush. Okay, so I have like a lot on. That was too big of a pump. And look at this. I think I need another paper towel. This finish, oh, it feels so amazing on. I can't even tell you. It feels like satin. So unlike this that feels like powder, the Marc Jacobs feels like satin. The finish is just gorgeous, and after it settles into your face, you cannot feel it. Like, that's what I love about it too. It just feels so great. So this is like one of my absolute top favorites. And then my last favorite foundation, which I literally just got yesterday, but I can already tell it's my absolute favorite, is the MAC Mineralize Foundation. I'm an NC30, as I told you. I don't know how to distinguish this between the one that's a powder, so you just have to, I guess, say the cream. So it comes in this compact, and when you get it, it will be sealed with this metal little tin foil thing like that. You peel that back. It also has the sponge, which I'm not using because I really like using this brush, the Real Techniques. Which one is this? The buffing brush. Calvin Terry. Okay, so let's just go over this. This is beautiful, creamy goodness. And I'm going to put some on. And that is it right there. And it's buildable. And it gives a beautiful finish to the skin. As you can see, very similar to the Laura Mercier. Only thing I don't love about the MAC, but that's minimal, is that I can still feel it on my skin. Because it's moisturizing, and so it feels like I have like a teeny bit of tackiness, and I'm just touching here because I don't have any powder here. You know, once you put a powder like my bronzer, I can't feel it there. So I can feel a teeny bit of tackiness, which is different than this, the Marc Jacobs, where you don't feel any. So this was 30 something. This was, I think, 48, 40 something. But these two are my favorite right now. And it just depends, you know. I thought about, well, what would I say to you guys? How would I tell you why I wear one over the other? It's kind of like when I wear perfume. I wake up and I say, what do I feel like today? I feel like having a very, you know, dewy look, or I feel like having a matte look, or I feel like using a powder. I don't feel like having that feeling of cream. Sometimes this, I just don't want to feel it on my fingers or feel it in the brush like that, like I'm wearing something. That's why with a cream, I don't feel that way. With a powder, I really don't feel that way, but I might feel more dry with just a powder. So that's it. Those are my favorite foundations. Really quick, on my nails that are chipping, and I just put it on this morning, is Butter London. This is going back. It's called Cake Hole. And I absolutely loved this color in the bottle. It's like a hot pink, just absolutely gorgeous, and it's coming out really true to color in the camera, but look at my nails. They're not the same color. They're more of a geranium color. They're not this hot pink, and I don't know if you can tell the difference. And two of them are chipping, and I haven't even done anything. I like went to a dance class and I put it on this morning. And I did put a base coat and 2 coats and my Sege V over it. I'm disappointed, so. Okay, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this. And I hope you know, if you try any of these foundations, please definitely let me know, send me a comment, a private message, whatever. And if you have any foundations that now that you know, my skin is dry and what I like, if there's anything that you think I should be trying, please let me know. I have tried a lot. I've tried the L'Oreal Lumi. I don't really like liquid foundations from the drugstore. That's why the BB cream from Physicians Formula, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I love this so much. I've tried and liked the NARS Sheer Glow. Had that a while back. I like that a lot. Makeup Forever, I like that. I don't like the matte velvet. No, that's like too matte. What else have I tried? A lot of the Chanel's. Haven't really used too many of the Lancome, but have tried that. I haven't really ever gotten a long time ago I got Estee Lauder, but there is something about the Estee Lauder, what's the one that everybody loves? I can't remember, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't have a matte finish. It does have a matte finish, I think. So it's probably too drying for me, but there's something about that I like because it's a full coverage. I've tried Shiseido. I've tried, what else? I haven't really tried the Bobbi Brown other than the one that I have in the pot, and they just came out with a new one. But anyways, I could go on and on, but if there's one that you really, really think that I would love, please comment below and let me know, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye, everyone.